I mean, I had to do it here. I don't know what you call this in your neck of the woods, but where I'm from, we call it a flamboyant tree. Can you guess what time of year it is? A blooming flamboyant tree as my background. I couldn't have been more happy right now. Good morning. Welcome to TBS This Morning. My name is Maureen. We've got two amazing features for you this morning, but first we must tap into the news desk, find out what's happening there.
Good morning. The government of St. Lucia has officially signed a 30-year concessionary agreement with the Global Ports Holdings, or GPH, to revitalize Port Castries and the Soufriere waterfront.
I want to make it clear, it's only the cruise part of the port. The cruise part, they're going to be doing the vendors arcade. We're doing the vendors arcade. They are going to be doing the fisherman's wharf, and the entire front of the waterfront is going to be redone. Basically, we're going to be looking at the shops, but I want to ensure that the tenants are going to, the arrangement, none of the tenants are going to be moved, and none of the vendors are going to be moved. The existing vendors will remain so that they can ply their trade. There's going to be no displacement of workers, vendors, or tenants.
The official signing of the agreement took place on August 2nd. Meanwhile, the opposition United Workers' Party, or UWP, in reacting to news about the agreement between the government and GPH, says it should be reconsidered. The opposition continues to accuse the government of selling the island's ports.
Whenever we engage foreign investors to participate in developing St. Lucia, investing in St. Lucia, there was always this talk about foreigners and selling our patrimony and all of these things. Here is a government that has literally given away one of our prime assets to foreigners.
For 40 years.
For 40 long years. Okay, many of us sitting here will not live to see 40 years, or further 40 years. And this, I think, is an ill-advised, ill-conceived move on the part of the government, because here we are where we know this is a definite cash cow, a profitable enterprise that the St. Lucia government and people could maximize the profits and benefits of such a project.
The opposition does not seem to agree with the policy direction taken by the Labour administration. The opposition believes that the development of a cruise home port at Vieux Fort would have been a better idea. In other news, Housing Minister Richard Frederick has given an account of the monies spent during the first phase of the National Housing Assistance Program.
As I've indicated on previous occasions, much to the clamoring of the opposition, that we have only received and spent only one quarter of the $10 million.
The second phase of that program rolled out on August 2nd, with more low-income households across St. Lucia expected to benefit from home repairs. The Ministry of Health continues to encourage the population to get vaccinated against a host of vaccine-preventable diseases, even as the ministry itself reassures the public of the safety of those vaccines. According to the World Health Organization, the WHO, vaccines help safeguard against upwards of 20 potentially life-threatening diseases.
Vaccines are subject to robust international testing protocols and involve thousands of volunteers to establish safe, quality-assured, and effective medicines in our population. Consequently, the administration of vaccines and immunization is a critical aspect of St. Lucia's primary healthcare program and constitutes a basic right of all citizens to avail themselves to this life-saving opportunity.
According to the ministry, through the island's vaccine program, measles, rubella, tetanus, polio, and a few other notable diseases have been completely eliminated. In fact, the Caribbean, including St. Lucia, is among the first regions in the world to obtain certification for measles elimination. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you, News Desk. Let's take a break. We come right back. our first feature, we were recently up on the Mon. Yes, we spent some time on the Mon, and quite a number of things is happening there, as you can by now guess. We caught up with the Good News Foundation. They are here on the island. They came in as part of the math workshop that was taking place on the Mon, but they've had a partnership with St. Lucia for over 40 years now. After COVID, they had to take a little downtime, but they are now back and trying to work their way back into the island to resume that partnership. We caught up with one of the members. We're here with Christine. Christine Daniels is the executive director of the Good News Project. They are here on the island of St. Lucia because they are one of the partners, one of the major partners with the math camp that is that's been undertaken right now at the South Louis Community College with Dr. Samuels. And we thought it would be nice to catch up with you guys, touch base, find out a little bit about Good News Project and what it is that you're really into. I mean, for want of persons who don't know better. Christine, how are you? Welcome to St. Lucia. Is it your first time?
It is my 10th time.
Oh, well, you are welcome home.
Thank you.
What is Good News Project? Talk to us about Good News.
So Good News Project was started in 1983 with Dr. McCarthy and Peggy McCarthy, his wife. And we have actually had a presence in St. Lucia for 40 years.
Wow.
So we began by building small homes for the poor and doing education, visiting the elderly, the imprisoned, and we were doing that continually until COVID, and then of course that stopped our travel. But we really wanted to have an opportunity to jump back in a way that we knew was meaningful, and Dr. Delia Samuel serves on our board of directors. And so through quite a few conversations and then a lot of Zoom meetings with other professionals in St. Lucia, we settled on the math camp being the most effective way to re-enter. And so that's why we're here today.
Wow. Well, here you are. And in what capacity have you been on board with the math camp, if you don't mind me asking?
No, that's fine. So we are a major sponsor for the math camp. We collected funds from donors who had previously traveled to St. Lucia, so their heart is here in some way. And so we help cover transportation. We're helping a little bit with the food. We helped with the materials that the students needed, a lot of photocopies and different supplies like that.
Right. I want to segue a little bit from there because, like you said, this is a foot back in. You've had a relationship with St. Lucia for over 40 years?
40 years.
Over 40
this
years.
Is our 40th anniversary,
anniversary.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Well, good. That is awesome. That's amazing. What are some of the other ways in which you hope to continue to impart and impact St. Lucia now that we're back on board after COVID?
Sure. So this really was an exploratory week for myself and our volunteer coordinator who came along. We really have to come back to the board of directors and report our findings with the math camp, and there will be some follow-up metrics that will need to be measured to better understand how effective it is. And we realized going into it that it could take 6-7 years to really understand what impact the math camp might have over time. But we're really trying to discover if it makes sense to come back and build homes again, or go into the schools, or we're just not sure. So
we got to wait and see.
We do. We really do. Yeah, a lot more conversations have to be had back in Wisconsin, after this trip.
Well, it is our hope on behalf of St. Lucia that you find some way. God, we need it. Whatever department, we need some help. We need some assistance over here. So I'm hoping that you and your team will be able to find some other means of collaborating that is going to continue the relationship with us.
I hope so. I hope so as well. We started first in St. Lucia, and so it really is home to our organization, and we are looking for a way to tap in and bring people. Your culture and your people are so beautiful and so kind and welcoming, and that's part of the experience, is really just being in a different space to kind of explore our gifts and the gifts of others.
Curious.
Sure.
I'm a little curious because I'm saying now might be an opportunity for the government to jump in or somebody to jump in and say, oh, we need some help in that department. But this is not how you actually work. You actually on the ground and you do the research yourself.
That's true. Yeah, we do the research.
I feel good about that.
We bring volunteers in with certain skill sets that can do the different things, and we work alongside of St. Lucian volunteers as well. Okay. So we're always looking for St. Lucian volunteers.
Oh, well,
there you go.
Yes. That's the way way to step in right there. Well, thank you so much for continuing to keep St. Lucia as part of your radar of places and things to do, and keeping to look and ways that you could impart with us. And we're happy to have you back again on
Thank
board
you,
with us.
Maureen.
Thank you. And in our second feature, we took it regional. I'm just going to tell you, we had a chat and a link up with Judy. Let's take you there. Morning, good morning and welcome. We're here with Judy McCutcheon. I believe I got the pronunciation right. If not, you will certainly correct me. Judy is Trinidadian, Tobago, born Trinidad, Tobago. Lived in Barbados for some time. In Belize. I know it's a B something. In Belize. And now resides in Grenada, in my homeland. Is that where you are now? Right, you're home.
Yes,
You better be preparing for jab because you can't be in Greens and don't play the jab. So I hope you're prepared for this. Welcome, Judy. Welcome. Absolutely welcome.
Thank you. Thank you
Wonderful.
so much.
Now, we're here because we are connecting for a very critical reason. I mean, a very, a purpose rather. I'd like to call it a purpose because you are an individual that is into a lot of things, but one of the major things that you're into, you have a very innate passion for driving excellence in terms of women within the region and entrepreneurship and leadership. So before we get into that, I want to just talk to you a little bit about yourself. Give us a little insight. We know you're a regionalist, but give us a little more something there to work with.
All right. Well, you did get my surname correct, so I have
lovely.
to give you that. Not many people do, so thank you. Well, as mentioned earlier, I was born in Tobago.
Right.
I grew up in Tobago most of my formative years. I moved to Trinidad when I was 19, and then I moved to Belize when I got married. And we lived in Belize for like 10 years, and then we moved to Grenada. I'm a very passionate person. I'm really passionate about women owning their spaces, owning who they are, and really reaching their full potential. Being able to dispel with the notions that we don't belong in rooms.
Right.
I really believe that we belong in every single space where decisions are being made, money is being made, and fun is being had. I really believe so.
Absolutely. Now, you've been around the region. We're going to talk about you have an established company, and I think it's through that company you have a series of initiatives that you're undertaking. I believe you recently did one in Guyana with who is it again? Oprah's Stedman Graham. Right.
Yes.
Now let's talk about these series because we've got one coming up and we want to find out about it. We know that some of our Lucian compatriots have been tapping into your energies as well, and they have been taking in some of those. So it's I think you're optimistic that they're going to be coming on over again in Trinidad this time around. But let's review the one that you recently had over in Guyana in terms of what it is you covered, what was the response like, and why you choose that platform, that forum.
Well, the one in Guyana, it's out of the series. So within the leadership series, that's what it's called.
Right.
We have the Disruptive Leadership Conference, and then we have these leadership masterclasses. They're called Identity Leadership Masterclass. And these are done exclusively with Stedman Graham because he has a patented 9-step process that he calls identity leadership, hence the name of the workshop. And that is on personal and professional development, because what he is saying is that we cannot lead others until we can lead ourselves. And so as the Caribbean, I really want us in the Caribbean to own our space in the global environment. And one of the big things to be really great leaders is to know who we are at the core and really being able to lead ourselves. So many times we are led by our emotions. But if we are able to master ourselves, have that self-awareness, then we're able to lead great teams. And so my passion is for us as a Caribbean people to really lead ourselves so that we can lead our teams excellently. And so this partnership with Stedman Graham is really pivotal to me being able to, do my part as far as helping leaders to become better at what they do.
I absolutely, I concur with you there, I do. I think the problem is not that we don't have the resources. We have all of it, but it's misguided, absolutely. So it is so critical. But let's get into the thing now. Who can attend? What is deadlines? I mean, what is required for someone who would like to attend this event? How can we get involved? Your website is up already, or we can go on there?
The website, the one for this year is being launched on the 20th of August. However, but we have the last year's website up, but you can still go on and register. And we will get it for this year.
Okay, awesome.
What we have running right now is an early bird.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have an early bird and we have a wait list for that. And if people go on and they register, we'll get it and we'll put their names on the early bird list. And that early bird runs from the 21st to the 31st of August.
Okay.
And then we have the early bird from the 1st of September to the 30th of September.
Right.
And after that, it's regular.
Right.
Now, this conference is really geared towards corporate, but we welcome everybody. Everybody who wants to be a leader, who is a leader, who is aspiring, we welcome you, because the tools and strategies that you will learn at the conference is really going to set you on your path if you're now starting, and if you're there already, it gives you more tools that you can use. Right. Because the model that we use for this conference is we find managing directors and CEOs who from around the region who have really been doing magnificent things in disrupting their spaces, and we use them as the speakers for the conference. We usually would have like no more than 2 or so international speakers, just for context.
Right. Sounds interesting, sounds exciting, and you make me want to get up now and jump a plane and come over Trinidad, and certainly.
We have in person and we have hybrid.
Okay.
We have an online portion of it as well.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, Judy, how can we connect now? Where am I? What am I looking for? You say you've got a social space. So what am I looking for when I get on there?
Right. So on LinkedIn, I am Judy McCutcheon on LinkedIn. Me on IG, I am at Badass Judes.
That's you.
That's right. Me. With either the S or the Z, I have 2.
Right.
And on LinkedIn, on LinkedIn, I also have the company which is Go Blue Consulting.
Say that again. It's Go
Blue Consulting.
Blue spelled the normal way. Is it spelled BLUE?
Yes,
right. Go Blue Consulting.
And on IG, it's the same thing.
Very well.
I'm also on Facebook, Judy M. McCutcheon.
Right. So we can definitely stay connected and follow the movement of this mission, because I think it's a worthy one. Certainly is. Thank you for connecting with us, Jude. We look forward to it. We wish you the best of success moving forward, and it is our hope that you could get to at least impact and impart some of what it is you hope to, because it's needed. If we need to get, like I said, to the next side of this thing, we need to start taking steps towards that.
Yes, and thank you so much. It has been my pleasure. Really, it has
pleasure is mine as well. Thanks again, Judy.
And I'll try to do some job.
You best do the job. This is what you're going to promise me now. You just might see me though. You just might see me. I think, listen, I'm missing the job. So you just might find me on the road just for that little moment and then come back up. But yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day, Judy.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye now. Awesome.
All right, bye-bye.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Good morning everyone and welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine is Sarah and myself, Shani. Let's get ready to flaunt with the SocaCize. This morning's workout is going to be a bacchanal warm-up. Let's get ready to sweat with SocaCize. Alright, so arms up, we're starting. Flick, next side, hands on the head and roll. Now we're going faster. Click, click. Hands. Click and. Hands. We're going to the side, drop. Hold it. Next side, push the hips back. A little faster. Let's go. Take it up, hands on the head, roll it. Click and keep going. Let's go. 4, 2, hands. Drop it, forward, bend. Reverse the hands. Forward, back. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Take it up, flick, and keep going. Last set. Hands on the head, roll it. Drop and next side. Next side. Next side. Little faster. 4, 3, 2, take it up slow. Next side. Good. A little faster. Let's go. Boy. Yes. Roll it. Faster. And roll it. Click. Roll it. Forward. Reverse. And that was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Have a wonderful day.
And well, that is our show for today. I hope you're going to enjoy your weekend. It's the weekend. Be safe now. And if you can't be kind, be quiet. All right? See you again on Monday right here on DBS This Morning.